Well, Alan, 2-2 at the end, but obviously a couple of injuries today. You lost Richie Baker on 34 minutes, you lost Tunji Moses on the hour. Was that the turning point this afternoon?
Well, I don't know if it's a turning point. I don't think it helped. When you've got players of that calibre and in the shape that we're playing, they fitted the shape. And then obviously when they go off, we have to readjust. But it wasn't, I don't think it was a matter of the personnel adjustment. I think it was a matter of getting the information across, which was the problem. And during the period of adjustment, they got the first goal, and the nerve set in. I think that was the top and bottom of it, if I'm perfectly truthful.
That was the goals you conceded. Having said all that, let's look at the positives from today. You must have been delighted with that first half, particularly that opening 30 minutes, 2-0 in dreamland.
Yeah, but to be quite honest, I think for 60 minutes of the game, I was very impressed with the structure. Our game plan today, I spoke to you before the game. I told you exactly what I thought they were going to do. It was exactly that. We dealt with it, and we caught them on the break, and it worked to a T, you know. And, people can query tactics. Someone might have to query them today, because in that first half we got it right. We got it absolutely spot on. But as I say, we're 2-0. The wind and the rain and you're going to face that. You're going to face a bit of a bum kicking contest from their manager, I would have thought, at half time. And then out they came in, and to be fair to Wrexham, they dominated a 20-minute period there where we couldn't get out, and then during that period we get the injuries, and we're all over the place. Simple as that. Tactically,
you must have been pleased though with that first half. Your two goals were almost carbon copies. They changed one of their centre halves at half time, so you must be pleased with the way that you'd set your team up and you'd identified some weaknesses.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Before the teams was mentioned, is that a fine?
That's a fine for Dan Powell, by the way, the cameraman. Shocking.
Before the game, I expected them to line up in a different shape, and then when I saw the team, because obviously we can only just guess what the team's going to be. It can't be, it's not accurate. And then when I saw the team, I thought, no, they're not going to go with that shape. And that's when I spoke to you and I told you what I expected. They delivered what I expected, and we counteracted it. And it was as simple as that. And I thought we'd done really well. The first half, I thought without question, we was a better team. And for long periods of the second half, I think without question, they were a better team.
Having said all of that, you've got a replay on Tuesday. You can go there in a confident mood because you've given a really good account of yourselves today against a full-time team from a higher division.
Well, we can go there with a confident mood, but we've picked up two injuries that are going to upset the shape, and I've got a bit of thinking to do now in terms of organising to go. That's a tough fixture. It's going to be a tough game. I expect them to do exactly what they've done in the second half, and we've got to come up with something now that gives us a chance of coming away from Wrexham with a result.
Tell us about the nature of the injuries. Richie Baker first. It looked like a groin strain. Is that right?
No, it's his hammy.
So is that good? My biology.
Hamstring that he's had a problem with, and he trained with us on Tuesday and Thursday. I thought he was fit. I think the pitch took a little bit out of him, and then obviously he's had to come off. So that's a recurrence of that one. And with Tunji, it's a groin injury, and that doesn't look good at all. So Tunji's no chance of making Tuesday.
Okay, you changed the shape today. Went back with the back five. Tell us a bit about the thinking behind that, because it's produced results for you earlier in the campaign, hasn't it?
Well, the thinking behind it is because people keep telling me it doesn't work. So there's the thinking behind it. I know that it got us 19 points out of 24. So that tells me, unless I wasn't very good at maths at school, but I think that leads me towards it does work. So I went back with it, and it worked.
Okay, we've got a new feature this week.
Sorry about that.
Our new feature, of course, is Ask the Lord. The supporters have been texting in with their questions for you. That is one of the questions, funnily enough, that's cropped up a number of times. Yeah. People saying that you don't play with wingers. There's not enough width in the county team. Why do you not play with out and out wingers?
Well, I think a lot of the sides that we play in this league, if you look at them, they play 4-3-3, and you have to match the middle of the park, and that is not, that is fact. It was fact last year. It's the same this year, and we've put the emphasis in our programme in being solid, but being able to have an overload in the middle of the park. And unfortunately, it's a good question, don't get me wrong, it's a good question, but that negates the need for wingers.
Before the game today, we saw a new signing, or an old signing coming back if you like. Kyle Jacobs has re-signed for the club. Great reaction from the supporters today when he was brought on the pitch at half-time, and a great reaction on Twitter as well before the game. And in terms of Kyle coming back to the club, how pleased are you that he's back at Edgeley Park, and what will he offer?
Well, Kyle will offer, I think, he'll offer something similar to what he offered last year. He was probably our most consistent player last year, and you know, irrespective of what people say has been and gone, we spoke several times over the past few days, and he wants to come back to the club, and we wanted a player of his quality in that position, and when those two meet, so be it.
We'll see you in North Wales on Tuesday. Well done.
Thank you.